Welcome to all. Now we are going to be discuss about the subject software architecture. It is a very important subject for the final year students, presented by B. Murali Krishna, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, PBR, Vishwadaya Institute of Technology, Science, Kavali. Before going to be discuss about this software architecture, one architect said that good design goes to heaven, bad design goes to everywhere. So keep these words in your mind. Good designs are always goes to heaven and bad design always goes to everywhere. Before implementation of any software project, the architecture design is very important. Based on the architecture only, complete project will depend. If you not selected or if you not given good architecture, automatically that will impacts the overall project. Now check a few architectures given here to complete a successful building. This is a building which we completed. For that, these are the architectures they collected and selected the best architecture for that to get like this project. Same like this, to complete any software project, the architecture is very important. Now before going to be enter into our syllabus, now I want to refer the textbooks which are given by the JNTU Anantapur. These are prescribed textbooks. The first one, Software Architecture in Practice, by Len Bass, Paul Clements, Rich Kuzman, which was published by Pearson Publications. In this textbook, we will cover so far 4.5 unit syllabus. And second prescribed textbook, Software Architecture by Marisha and David Garland, first edition, PHI Publications. From this textbook, we will cover so far only half unit. From the first textbook, 4.5 unit, second textbook, half of the unit. Now, I want to give what are the course objectives of the subject. First of all, question yourself, why we want to read this subject. For every subject, we must know what is the aim of the subject or what is the goal of the subject. Here we will call it as course objective, which is nothing but subject goals or subject. What is our subject? Software architecture objectives. The main objective of the subject software architecture is to know the fundamentals of the software architecture and what are the quality requirements used to build software architecture and what are architectural designs or styles presented to build software architectures, and is there any special methods provided to build software architecture. And also for every project we should maintain a documentation. If is there any algorithms are there to design software architecture, and is there any predefined methods for evaluation of the software architecture. After completion of the architecture, we must know there are evaluation methods are there to evaluate architectures. These are the main software architecture goals. These all we will learn in this subject. After this, what are course outcomes of the software architecture? Nothing but what we will gain after learning of the subject, or simply after reading of the subject, the students are in a position that will call them a course outcome, or simply I can say result of the subject. What you learn from the subject and what is the result of it after completion of successfully this subject, you are in a position to design software architecture for the small as well as large scale software systems or software products, and you can use designing and architectural styles for implementation of your project, and you can maintain the neat documentation or well planned documentation for your project, and you can use architectural alternatives for the problems if any available. And finally, you can understood the well designed algorithms used to build off your software project. These are the few outcomes or results you can get the after successful completion of your course. Before entering into the syllabus, I want to give what is a total overview of the subject. It will cover our 5 units of syllabus. First unit gives the envisioning of architecture, nothing but introduction of architecture for our software projects. Second unit completely gives designing architecture with the styles. What are the styles available for designing to make your architecture an efficient, that will discuss in the second unit. Third unit and fourth unit both are divided part A, part B, nothing but creation of an architectures. There are creational structures, creational patterns or creational designs are there. We will see in third and fourth unit completely creation of an architecture. And fifth unit, after successfully completion of creation of the project, we want to evaluate that architecture is a good architecture or poor architecture. So we want to know that is a good architecture, poor architecture. We must use evaluation procedures. That will comes under fifth unit, analyzing or evaluation software architectures. That are 5 units of syllabus. We will cover this subject. Now I am starting first unit. envisioning of architecture. What do you mean by envision? Envision is nothing but expecting the future. So before starting implementation of our project, first thing we have to estimate what is our project in future. It may looks like this, it may design like this. So like that, envision, we are expecting our project. So first unit, envisioning of architecture. Now in first unit, envisioning of an architecture, the first concept, what is an software architecture? A software architecture refers to the fundamental structures of software systems and the discipline of creating such structures and systems. The meaning of this statement, it is a collection of software systems and the rules and the principles which are used to implement that project, and mainly the software architecture is a collection of elements and relations and combination of that both, and what are the properties presented on both. The software architecture is a collection of elements and the relations, and what are the properties used for each and every element and each and every relation you are going to be used to build your project, that will use software architecture. Now see here, the software architecture is depends on the designing of your project, quality attributes, nothing but quality requirements of your project. We will see in future what are quality attributes. Then IT environment, nothing but your software projects should be completed within a specific environment. Then what are the requirements for creating such environment, we will see. Then what are your business goals? These all will affect your architecture for the project. Now I am giving one example. A project here I am taking university. Now I want to build an architecture for university. What all are I needed? So I needed first staff of university and departments presented in university, library in university, labs of university, and so on. More we can include. Now see, to complete a project called university, the elements which I am considering here, staff, department, library, labs, and so on. If you go internally, staff is an element which is having some internal structure, like I can say staff may be divided into a teaching staff, non-teaching staff, like that. Again they are subdivided into substructures, like that the decomposition is done for this structure. Same here also, department. If I consider department is an element or structure, department again subdivided into branches, technical department, non-technical department, and again technical divided into sub branches. So like that, same, each and every element is going to be divided into sub elements. And observe here the linkage I am given here, these are lines, not exactly these lines these are called relations. Without this relation we can't successfully complete a project called university. See the best example, We can build university without staff? No. We can build university without department? No. Now this must be some relation. We will see the relations in future. So here I am considering university is a software project to build that university. These all are elements and these all are relations which I am going to be used in my software project. Now a software architecture refers to the high level structure of a software system. Now before going to be build a complete project, first we should build its architecture. It will shows like a abstract view. Now it will shows the principles or rules whatever you are including on your project. That's why they are saying discipline of creating such structures and maintain the documentation of the structures. For every project we should maintain documentation of the project. We will see why we should maintain documentation, why we should create a documentation, how we should create. Is there any specialized methods for creation of a document? We will see in future. Every software structure must be some meaning that should be used in your project. It's like previous slide I was given software architecture for university. The elements, each and every element have some reason, like staff have reason and department have reason and library have some reason and departments and labs have some reason, like that. Every architecture or every structure must have some reason, and also each structure consists a collection of elements and relations and properties of the both. This architecture is a software system and which should be analogous architecture of a building. Simply an architecture is a blueprint for your total project. Blueprint in the sense, before going to be completion of your project, you should be prepare a blueprint. Blueprint will give the overall view of your project. Now see the best example here. Some requirements are given to two different architects, and one more important point, this total subject is concentrated on the architect, nothing but architecture. Who will give architecture? Architect. There is an person called architect presented in the software project. The person duty is to give or to prepare an architectures for the projects. The architect may be a analyzer, the architect may be a designer, the architect may be a developer, and so on. Depends on the company's requirement, the architect may be act as so many. Now here some requirements are given to two different architects. Two different architects, same requirements are given. Now one of the architect given like this architecture for the board, same requirements given to another architect. Now that architect given like this architecture for the board. Now when comes to practically, now boat is moving on the water, this will goes fine. And observe here, this boat is goes to falling down in the water. Now see what is the difference. Requirements are same given to architects, but based on the requirements, one architect given like this architecture. Now this boat is going smooth and fine, but this boat is fell down into water. The main reason behind this, the architecture depends on the requirements. You should use the exact nothing but good architecture for the project, then it will goes efficiently like this boat. If you are designing like this, definitely it will fall down somewhere in the water, then total will become waste if you design your project like this. That's why please be careful while designing of your project. Architecture plays very important role.